welcome along and welcome back to Spruce Mountain Farm. Today we are going to be sorting out the nitrogen levels on our field. We've got all of our fields, in fact, need a bit of nitrogen added to them. They're all looking fairly low, and that should sort them out in time for us to be looking at harvest in a couple of months. And hopefully next month we might be able to take on a contract or two and maybe get some straw out of that. So we're looking to finish everything off on our farm today in order to get things going. The first thing we're doing here is topping up the BGA with a load of silage. We're actually fine doing that with this tractor. This does it pretty well, and as somebody points out in the comments, we only need to keep it topped up going forwards. So it takes 100,000 litres. We were at 96,000 before we started. So this bucket is going to have plenty to top this up. If we come and have a look in here, we can see, yeah, we're nearly fully topped up. We are selling methane at the moment on a regular basis, which is great. And we've got 4,500 litres of digestate, which is brilliant. Something else I want to try today is filling up our slurry tank. Our spreader, and seeing if we can drop some of that off here as well, because that would be very good. And the other thing to have a try and see if we can do is if we're able to fill, if we can start creating some manure out of our cows as well. Right, that's down to 77 litres. Oh, I don't know if we leave it a minute, it might actually just take these last few litres. In fact, yeah, it is working its way through them. So yeah, I'm going to get this done. We'll get this emptied. And then we'll see if we can get some slurry in here. We'll go and collect up the bigger 6M and see if we can fill up the slurry tanker and bring the slurry over here as well. Before we continue, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create my own custom line of PCs suitable for everybody from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. Apex Gaming PCs are offering up to $250 off your next purchase just by using my link in the description below. So go check them out. Just going to hook up the slurry tanker over here. We've still got the care wheels on this tractor, and I think I'm basically planning to leave them on it. There's not much point in taking them off. We're going to use the sprayer and things like that on this tractor. Got no slurry in here at the moment. We did use up all of our slurry, in fact, so that, again, not surprising. Plan is this year, though, to basically just put digestate only on the fields. Try and generate as much digestate as I can. And then once I've done that, we'll see if we're able to just keep things going. We should make money off our slurry as a result of that as well. So it should all, with any luck, fit together and just keep making money for us all the time. Bring this over here. I'm hoping this works as a tanker as well as a spreader. If not, we'll have to get a separate tanker. I mean, our milk truck acts as a tanker as well, but I don't think it's wise to put milk and slurry in the same piece of kit. But normally these act as tankers as well. We back this into here. Yeah, there we go. We can unload slurry with this as well. And putting all of our slurry in here too, that should mean that we can process that, produce a decent amount of electricity, a decent amount of methane, and a decent amount of digestate as well. So let's activate that too. And get that processing as well. Manure is, yeah, manure's not bad as well. So if we can get straw in there too, then we can get this producing a load of money for us on a regular basis, and that will just be really, really good. 3 full tanks of slurry in total. So that will all go into here and start processing. Leaves us with just 2,000 litres left in our cow barn. Unload that and have a look in here. So we're, yeah, I think it looks like it can take the 45,000 litres. I hope it can. Certainly seems to be that way. And now, yeah, that will start doing that. Oh, we want to turn off fabric production for the cotton there because we are maxed out. Oh, we might have to go and deal with that as well, actually. This is the thing. It can max out on a single cotton bale. So we need to go and move the fabric and move that around about. In fact, yeah, we'll go down there. We'll do that, and then we can sort that out. But this is emptied. Yes. We have 46,000 litres of slurry in here. That is perfect. Let's move on to the next job. And in fact, that is going to be heading down and sorting out some... Well, we'll go and sort out that fabric. And I think we'll also go and sort out getting some extra fertilizer, some liquid fertilizer. So I've put the forks on the front of our little 6M here, and we've headed down to the spinnery. We want to turn in here and just go round the back. Yeah, there we go. And we've got a few pieces of fabric sitting here waiting to be loaded up. So that's good news. What I want to do actually is straighten this up a little bit. Give us better access with our dolly trailer, I should say. That'll do nicely. So jump out, that off, and then we can come here. Now there's a lot in storage here as well, so we've got a huge amount of fabric that we got off of the cotton on here. What I do want to have a quick look at is how much the fabric is worth at the moment. For 1,000 litres, it's currently worth 5,000 at Central Exports. But we are in the middle of July. We can get nearly 7,000 per 1,000 litres. So, yeah, we are going to have to load this up and store it, I think, for now. And then sort of, well, a lot later in the year, it's going to be worth a lot more money. Had I realised this earlier, I'd have come and got this and sold it early, simply because we'd have made a lot more money off it. As it is at the moment, we could make a really decent amount of money off it. 1,000 litres here, so each of these at the moment is worth 5,000. But if I could sell them for 7,000, that would be even better. We'll load them up, we'll store them back at the farm, and then later we'll ship them back down and get them to a sell point. Unless there was somewhere I could store them down here. We don't seem to have a storage area down here at all, unfortunately, though. So, yeah, let's load them up, and then we'll head to the shop and grab ourselves some liquid fertilizer. We've 8 pallets in total, which is 8,000 litres. At the current price, that's 40,000. At best price, that's what, 7,000. So another 2,000 pallets. 8 times 2 is, yeah. So another 16,000 on top. So we're looking at about 56,000 for those 8 pallets. That is quite a lot, actually, which is even better. And the fact that we have more cotton in here that we're able to sell later is great. We are going to probably leave these on here for now. I don't have much else to transport with this trailer beyond the fertilizer today, so leaving this on here means we can just bring it down here and load it back up later. For now, I'm going to get this back round to the shop, load up a few pallets of liquid fertilizer, and then we'll see if we can actually get some fields done today, because I really could do with some nitrogen getting onto our fields and increasing our yields. So I'm just going to park this over here. We won't need to use the forks on here to load these up. We've got the voter to do that. And we'll pop over to the shop and grab some fertilizer. So we want... Well, I was talking about actually last time, not going for this, but instead going for this. Top liquid fertilizer, 6,000 liters for 9,600 versus 2,000 liters for 3,200. So yeah, this we'd have to take less of this, and if we get 2 of these, that'd be 12,000 liters. So let's buy 2 of those. Yes, okay, and a second one. That means we have to transport less back, and it's a little more concentrated. I think in real life, this would probably require you to add water to it. As I said, I think this is pretty highly concentrated. But we can load this on here, and it takes up less storage space as well. That is good news. Come into this side of here like so, and straighten up on it. But yeah, this same price as the big pallets of fertilizer, but the big bowls of fertilizer, I should say, but at so much more compact space as to make it easier for us to deal with, which is really useful considering the lack of storage space we really have. I mean, we've got that old American shed we're currently using for storage, and if we only have to put these 2 in it, that is so much better than having to put well, for this it would be 6 Bowsers of this, which is just crazy. We can do it much easier this way. Whoa. And then mix it up. What we can do is mix it up in the container that we've got for our... Let's park this away. Container, the tanker we've got that goes on the back of our truck. And do it that way. Forwards and here. And then this just sits by the fence and marks rather nicely where all of our stuff to load up is. Perfect. We will get these down as best we can. Get everything back up to the farm. With that all done, and it only just being 12:05, we load up with our sprayer and get out and start spraying the cotton today. I want to get the cotton done at least today. If we can get on to the corn as well, the maize as well, and I will be happy with that as well. That will free us up for more time to go harvest contracting, to make a lot of money from harvest contracting. Not simply because I'll be able to get the extra in from that, but also because we'll be able to, if I get the contracting straw mod, be able to go and bale behind and then turn that into not only extra feed, but also extra money from manure as well. If we put a manure heap down and get a straw shredder. So let's fill this up. We're going to need some money for our harvesters as well, because we don't have a cotton harvester and we don't have a forage harvester. We need to hire both of those this year, and as a result, that is going to cost us a load of money. 3,360 liters of that is perfect. Oh, I know what we don't have on this tractor that I'd really like doing this job. Yeah, we can't afford them at all. This is going to be a little bit imprecise, but there's not much I can do about that. We don't have the money. I would love to have got crop sensors on here. But we don't have the cash to do it. So we'll go around the headland first. It's not going to be a perfect amount that we put on this field. But it should be enough for us to get a pretty high yield. It will waste probably a little bit of fertilizer as well. So we'll see how things go. At the moment, though, that it's not going to be a massive amount. So our fertilizer should actually go further than I'm expecting it to. One possible fly in the ointment we've got is that we've got some rain forecast later in the day. I have checked the weather report, and it looks like it's going to be arriving around 7 p.m, which is fine. So it shouldn't cause us any actual issue for getting everything done. But yeah, it was rather worrying for a moment that we might not end up with having a clear day to get this done. And I don't like spraying in the rain because I don't find that an overly realistic thing to do. But we should be okay. We should be in the clear. I'm not expecting us to have to worry about that because it's going to be so late. We do have a bit of a bare patch up this top end of the field, though. Not quite sure what's caused that, other than our course play, which I think did this field might have missed a bit. Up, burn. But yeah, as I'm saying, with the rain coming later rather than sooner, we should be all right, and I think we're going to get as much as we possibly can get done today. Last row of this cotton that needs spraying with fertilizer, and we're down to just 85%. Not too surprising considering we did manage to get some slurry on this, but we still have not used a massive amount, and I don't know if 2 pallets is really going to be everything we need. End of the row then, and stop that. Let's fold it up and head out. I'm pretty happy with that. 85%. This field is fully done. We're up to 69.1 hours on this tractor now, and I think I've found a good candidate to replace it with. I know what I'm targeting now, especially as we've got the BGA up and running. What a great time this would be to introduce a methane powered tractor. There is a New Holland tractor mod that actually will do it. Let's just bring it up here. It's under small tractors, and it's this one here. I would love to get hold of this and use this on the farm. I think this would be absolutely perfect for what we're doing on here. Does it have care wheels? It has twins and rear narrows. Yes. So we could use this for spraying as well. We are able to generate everything we need for to run it as well. So yeah, if I could get this, it is a 217,000. We can put GPS on it, but not the crop sensors, interestingly. So it's not a perfect tractor for us, but it would certainly do the trick mostly. Lining up for my second field of cotton, and this is only half fertilized with slurry, so I'm expecting our fertilizer usage to go up further into this field we go. Some parts of this field have definitely been over fertilized by the slurry. It's some places it's only adding sort of 10-15 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare. Other places we've got more than enough on here already. This is silty clay, this land, and it doesn't need a huge amount of nitrogen in it to get the best yield out. Downside to that, of course, is it also yields lower anyway. But on here, it seems to have a higher amount that's necessary that we've got with the slurry on here. So that's going to be something to watch out for. If if we over fertilize like that, that's more a waste of slurry or a waste of money than it is just putting too much on here. Because it's not going to need it for this field. It's not going to need it to get it going. And in fact, in this bottom end here, we are using a little bit more now. We're up to sort of 80 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare. But that's still not a massive usage that we're going to have on the bottom end of this field. And I think we're not going to need much more than that first pallet of fertilizer we got. The second one may be superfluous, especially as we also have some left over in a pallet in our storage shed. Despite the increased usage we've had over this section of the field, we're still above 70% as we come to the end. I'm quite happy with that. So let's turn that off and fold that in. It is 5:30 though, and I don't want to prolong this any longer than we need to today. However, I think we're doing fairly well on this. Does this give me a percentage growth? No, it just says growing at the moment. Nitrogen level on the corn is bad, so I need to keep an eye on that. Taking a quick look at the growth calendar though, we're still a few months out. So I'm quite happy to leave that where it is and get that sprayed next time. So we can spray the corn next time and get that done and dusted. What we do need to look at today quickly is if there are any wheat contracts about. We've got canola, wheat in field 31 and barley in field 24. Barley ends today, so that unfortunately goes to field 31 for only 194. Where is 31? Oh, down the bottom here. Yeah, no, we need bigger fields for that. So we need to go and check that. The other thing I need to go and do is see if our BGA needs refilling before the end of the evening, which it probably will. So I'll go and do that before I head off the farm for today. But for this video, I'm going to leave this here. So all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.